From the top of Mississippi, the award-winning Charger Nation News brings you up to date on the latest events of the week. Today on CNTV, Elizabeth Preuss talks about the environmentalists here at SHS, and Asia brings up this week's teacher feature with Miss Baxter. Today is Friday, October 11th, 2019, and it's time for your Charger Nation News.
Hey Chargers, I'm Josh Britt here with your Charger Nation News. The environmentalists here at South Haven have been doing amazing things to keep our community beautiful and keep our environment clean. Here's Elizabeth Preuss with more on what they've been doing.
Although the Environmentalist Club is long gone, the Envirothon is here to stay. They're ranked 4th and 5th at regional competition, where they were required to identify animal tracks, trees, and other wildlife. The Envirothon, however, isn't solely focused on winning competition. They're beginning to focus on the environment around us. Because the district no longer offers recycling, Miss Marley, Miss McCarran, and the students in the Envirothon are taking it upon themselves to rid the school of all the plastic caused by markers.
The Envirothon team is a competitive team, like Knowledge Bowl. They compete against other schools in the state of Mississippi on topics about soil conservation, wildlife, aquatics, the current events, and forestry. They compete regionally with the schools in the North Mississippi area. Then they compete against other schools in the state of Mississippi at the state level. And if we win state, we can go on and compete against teams from China, Canada, and the rest of the United States at the international competition.
We are recycling markers. They can be Sharpies, felt tip pens, basically anything that is a marker type writing utensil that no longer works. If you have any at home, you can bring those to Mrs. Marley or myself in the 9th grade building. But every Friday, we go around and collect those markers to keep them out of the landfills and keep those microplastics away and make room for other things.
With the environmentalists that inhabit SHS vowing to make sure that a marker here is recycled, they're making the world a cleaner place. This has been your CNTV reporter, Elizabeth Preuss.
Each week, we like to recognize a teacher who has gone above and beyond to educate their students. This week, we chose Miss Baxter.
Behind every successful student stands a strong, motivated teacher that's willing to push themselves and their students to be the best they can be. This week, we'll take a look in the science department and spotlight Miss Baxter.
I teach anatomy and physiology, always in the fall, and that lasts for an entire semester. That's a semester course, so it's 18 weeks. And in the spring, we go to zoology and genetics.
Miss Baxter may have become a science teacher, but we wanted to know what her life was like beforehand.
I was in the 4th grade and I got my first microscope for Christmas. And I looked at everything I could find to put under a microscope lens. And then when I got to high school, I had the best biology teacher in the world, Mr. Townsend. He was wonderful. And he figured out that I could dissect anything that came into the biology room. So he started ordering things for me to dissect. Not many teachers could do that, but he did.
As students, teachers have the power to impact us forever as we venture into adulthood. But as students, we have the same effect on teachers.
Oh yes, they impact me every day. They really do. I've always said there are no bad kids, sometimes they're just bad situations because you don't know what our young people deal with.
Though the job may be stressful, watching students grow into successful individuals can be very rewarding.
I've watched them, get married, have kids. Some of them are grandparents now. And I'm thinking, gosh, I've known you all these years. And they consider me like family. It's pretty cool. Because I'm an only child and I don't have much family left. So it's nice when people adopt me, especially those that I taught.
What's your favorite science? Which teacher has impacted you the most? Take Miss Baxter and she'll help influence your love of the sciences. This has been your CNTV reporter, Asia Taylor. Now back to the news.
Here's Kiera Owsley with your weekend weather forecast.
Hey Chargers, it's time for your weekly weather. Friday we'll have a cold start with a low of 42 degrees, but by the end of the day we will have a high of 78 degrees. Saturday's temperatures will drop with a low of 44 degrees and a high of 63 degrees. Sunday will warm up a bit with a low of 52 degrees and a high of 68 degrees. There will be plenty of sunshine, so get out and enjoy the weather.
Here's Joshua Osmer with your CNTV Sports.
Last week, our Chargers football team went up against the Hernando Tigers. The players, band, dance, and cheer all performed well. We won this game with a final score of 42-24. Great work. The football team is also playing an away game at Tupelo tonight. Let's see if we can keep up the momentum. On Saturday, our boys and girls cross-country team went to Tupelo for the TCPS Invitational. The girls team scored 151 points, getting 6th place overall, and the boys team scored 103 points, getting 3rd place overall. On Tuesday, our Chargers volleyball team went up against Hernando at an away game. Hernando won this close game with a score of 3-2. The volleyball team will also be playing in the county tournament on Saturday. Be sure to wish them luck. The swim team went up against Tupelo for a swim meet on Tuesday. Donald Gaines qualified in the 50 free, which brings our total North Half qualifications to 6. Be sure to let all sports members know that they're doing a great job and to keep it up. This has been CNTV Sportscaster Joshua Osmer.
That's all for this week. This has been your CNTV anchor, Joshua Britt. Have a great weekend and go Chargers.